announcements for other teams that he played for, which included Dousman, Palmyra, Genesee, Butler. I played from 1986 to 2010, Lakes baseball for 22 of those years. Primary position was as a catcher. I know because I stood behind him for several of those years as the umpire. Also played first base, second base, and third base. In all those 22 years of Lakes baseball, he only missed 2 games. He highlighted that in his resume. Quite impressive. 2 grand championships, Genesee, 1994, and the Brookfield Blue Sox in 2005. Played in 12 grand championship playoffs, 1994 Southwest Division MVP, batting title, and home run title that year. 16 All-Star selections, and multiple team MVP awards. Finally wrapped it up in 2010. By the way, his dad, Stu, is on the Old Timers board as a director, and his dad, Stu, received the Ray Klink Award last year. Jim, please. Brooklyn.
First, I want to congratulate everybody that is being inducted tonight, and thank the Land O'Lakes Old Timers Association, Hall of Fame Board, and everybody for this honor. Land O'Lakes for me started out different than many people. I look out now and see many people that I bat boyed for back when I was about 5 or 6 years old, when my dad was the coach at Dousman. Still remember some pictures that Grandma used to have hanging around from when I was pretty young, and maybe we lost the game and not going so well. So I started in Land O'Lakes at a very young age, and then played for many, many years for, as you said, many, many teams. And was very fortunate to play with family and with friends in each one of those. Land O'Lakes has always been a family atmosphere for me. Many of the people that I know and grew up and learned from were part of my dad's family from baseball, and many of my closest friends are all from that as well. So I was fortunate enough to play Land O'Lakes with my brothers for many years, and fortunate enough to win a grand championship with them as well. I was fortunate enough to have my parents at pretty much every game that I think I played in my entire career, and they traveled the entire country watching me play at certain times. And I don't think they'll ever understand how important that was to me. Then with the family, obviously I met my wife, Amy, and she traveled with me as well, and then made it to all of the games, and we had our own little cheering section there. So thank you very much for doing that, Amy. There was a lot of Sundays, a lot of vacations, and a lot of weekends missed because, as I said, I only missed 2 games, and when we said we were going to play, we played. So, and then I was fortunate enough that she brought the kids along, when Dylan and Cooper and Macy were born, and they become part of the Land O'Lakes family as well. And we were fortunate enough to end, towards the end of my playing days, that Dylan and Cooper got the bat boy for me, which brought it in full direction from when I started bat boying for my dad, and they got the bat boy for me, and boy did they get an education in those years, I'm sure. So, but a special thank you to everybody in my family that always was part and was always there. It was very important, and it certainly didn't go unnoticed. For as long as I can remember, Sundays was baseball in the Peace House. We didn't schedule anything on Sundays because there was a baseball game. And that's how it was when I was young. That's how it was when we had our family, and that's the way it is still today. And I'm fortunate enough to watch on weekends my sons and my daughter playing baseball and or softball. So Throughout my Land O'Lakes playing, I met so many great people, not just the people that I played with, but people we played against. We were just talking about some of the special times that we had when we played hard against each other on the field. But after the game, we sat around both with our teammates and our opponents and sat around talking and just talking about baseball and how the game went. And those are the things that I'll remember most. There's no way I could thank all the people I played with. There's no way I could thank all the people I played against. This award is really for all of them because everybody that I played with, played against, made me better through competition, through helping, and through teaching. And to me, that's what baseball has always been about. I am going to mention a few people, though. The first person that I would like to thank for everything that I've accomplished in baseball would be the best coach in the world and the best father in the world, and that's Stu Pease. Many of you know my dad. He was a state champion coach, but he's a world champion father. I was lucky enough to play for him in Little League and in high school to win that state championship. And because of him, without the teaching, and the teaching me to be committed and the drive, he is a huge reason for anything that I had for success in baseball. So Dad wished he could be with us tonight, and so do I. But thank you, Bob. Secondly, my mom. Mom gave up her Sundays constantly for years. She washed a lot of baseball uniforms. And when everybody else, including Dad, was able to tell us what we did wrong, Mom was always mine and my brother's biggest fan. So when things weren't so good, no matter how bad we were, we could always look to Mom. And she would help us understand that it was baseball and another game would come along. So thank you, Mom. My brothers, Steve and Jeff. If you have older siblings, you'll know what it's like to be the youngest and to try to live up to your brothers and what they have done. You'll never beat them. You'll never be as good as them. Just ask them, they'll tell you. But my brothers were always there to take me aside, to teach me things that maybe other people weren't learning because they were learning it at an older age. And that helped me so much. And so thank you guys for taking a little time with your little brother and helping me through. To my teammates, it is amazing to me how many people listed in the Hall of Fame already are people that I played with. Every time I played on a team, I was always playing on a team that had people better than me. And they helped make me better. They had the same determination, the same dedication, and the same work ethic. And we always helped each other get better. So to all of you, and I certainly couldn't name them all, thank you very much for everything you did and being part of our baseball lives. The Land O'Lakes has given me so many memories, and I certainly can't put them all out there, but I would like to just mention a few special things that I think were pretty special that because of the Land O'Lakes platform I was able to do. I got to catch some phenomenal pitchers, people that played in the minor leagues, people that played in the big leagues, people like Jamie Overbrunner, Hendy, Johnny Arnold, many of them Barons, Owens, many that are in the Hall of Fame now. That was always an honor for me to catch those people because they took the game as serious as I did. I was able to play, as I mentioned before, with my brothers, Steve and Jeff, and win a grand championship with them. That's something that I will never forget and is very special to me. I played for some great coaches like Ray Sykes, Jim Fleming, Jeff Leverman, people that helped keep Land O'Lakes going. And I played with and against many of my high school teammates and people that were college teammates and friends, like Billy Toshner and Stillman, Shramka, Carby, Jason Byer, Randa, and I know there's a lot more that I didn't get, like Woshinski, Tobias, some guys that I played with in college, in high school, and guys I've known for a very long time. And Land O'Lakes allowed us to keep playing together. One other thing that Land O'Lakes allowed me to do was play with players that I coached in high school. And I think that was a pretty cool thing. I coached high school for many years, and when some of those players were done, they got to come and play, and some played on a team with me, like Trevor Kemp and Blaze Celesto, and I played against some of the other ones as well. Baseball's always been a huge part of my life. There's some successful seasons and not so successful. But one of the things I'm most proud of is that my teammates knew I would be there every game and ready to play as hard as I possibly could. That's something I try to instill in my own kids. That's something we instill into our players where I still coach baseball. As was said before, I know the Land O'Lakes has been through some things, but we need to do whatever we can to keep it around. It is something that's been, as I said, a huge part of my life for a very long time, and we need to do everything we can to keep Land O'Lakes going and get players back out playing, because when it comes down to it, it's all about the game of baseball and doing it for the game of baseball. So, again, just want to thank everybody that's been a part of my baseball life, and to say thank you very much.